Also some sports betting news right here at the top of the show involving the prediction markets. In case you missed it, last Tuesday, PrizePicks announced a multi-year contract with Polymarket to offer event contracts, including on sports and on its app at a future time. On Friday, after we left you here, it was announced that a multi-year partnership, Kalshi and PrizePicks, immediately began offering prediction markets in 38 states, plus DC, including sports markets in 15 states. So Kalshi, PrizePicks are together. Now they're offering 3 different products: player picks, team picks, and culture picks. You may be wondering, what are culture picks? I was wondering the same thing myself. That's event contracts that mark PrizePicks' expansion beyond sports into current events and pop culture, including music, movies, and politics. You can make predictions on these things. Also, some really good news in the world of sports television and streaming. YouTube TV got their Disney back. ESPN Unlimited is back on YouTube TV, no extra charge. You can watch all of the games this weekend in college football. I'm sure that you know that. Also, watch Monday Night Football coming up as well. Big news from the National Football League in terms of injuries. One quarterback potentially missing the remainder of the season. It is Michael Pennix of the Atlanta Falcons, a season-ending potential injury to his knee. They'll make it official later today. According to ESPN, Kirk Cousins will take over. Falcons lost to the Panthers for the second time this season on Sunday. Last night, much ado about another dull game with the Philadelphia Eagles. They just play good defense and score enough to win. 16-9, the final score. Yeah, that's right. 6-6 at the half, 16-9. This game went under the total, and Jared Goff had a tough time playing outdoors once again. Here's Nick Sirianni picking up the defensive win yesterday.
Make no mistake about it, our goal in every single game is to come out with a win, period, right? And so sometimes the game's played a little bit differently in that, and we were able to get a 10-point lead, and so every game is played to win. But do we have to clean up things on offense? Of course we do. We're gonna have to clean up. As good as the defense played, we're gonna have to clean up things on defense. As good as the special teams played, we're gonna have to clean up things on special teams.
Felt like we were gonna get a rhythm after that second quarter. We started, we hit those explosives, went down. J-Mo scores touchdown. And it felt like, all right, here we go. But just couldn't ever really get in a rhythm offensively. There's some calls I wish I could have gotten back. I didn't help those guys, and I hate that. I didn't help them. So, but that was kind of the story of the game.
Battle of the AFC West apparently is going to the Denver Broncos. They beat the Chiefs yesterday. They'll play them once again. It may not mean anything at this point, as Denver's opened up a 4-game lead. The Broncos win another late game, 22-19, the final, come back and win. Chiefs were favored in this one, total 44.5. Of course, this one went under the total. Here's Sean Payton on picking up the win.
Obviously, good team win against a good team. Obviously, big divisional game, playing at home. I thought our fans were outstanding. It felt loud to me, and I say this respectfully for the first time since I've been here, like really loud. And I think that helped. We did a lot of things well. Special teams came up. Frank Crum gets a PAT block. Field position, I felt like we played on their end of the field. And one of the keys we felt, these guys have really all season, the last 4 weeks, have really been flipping the script and playing on the opponent's side of the field.
Sean Payton, of course, coming off a victory, now looks toward next week. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills pick up their own win. Josh Allen rushed for 3 touchdowns. The Bills take out the Bucs 44-32. Slow start, good finish, says Josh Allen.
After that first quarter, it was really fun. Obviously, want to start better. Boneheaded decision down there. I got fooled in the protection, slid it the wrong way, and didn't give ourselves a chance down there, but I'm glad of how our defense responded. They only let up 3 there. Obviously, would love to convert on 4th down. I thought we made some plays tonight. I feel like I missed a few throws too that I don't normally miss, and something that we can improve on for sure.
Josh, at what point today did you kind of realize this was going to be the day when you were going to have to score a lot of points to win?
I mean, I think at the end of the first quarter, just the way things were going, just knowing that we were going to have to put our hard hats on and go to work, and I thought we made some plays today.
We'll get an update on Aaron Rodgers of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He left the game yesterday against the Bengals in a 34-12 win with a left wrist injury, although they didn't really need him yesterday. Mason Rudolph did a good job for them. And the Ravens get back to 5-5, and they pick up a win against the Browns in a closer game than they expected. Dylan Gabriel left this game. Shedeur Sanders came in and mopped up at the end of the game and didn't do very well. All right, also speaking of not very well, what went on with the Seattle Seahawks yesterday? Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions as they lose to the Rams 21-19. They did line up for a 60-yard field goal at the end, and they ended up losing. Sean McVay says good win, still a lot to learn from.
And then, man, what a great opportunity for us to be able to learn some things offensively. We started off the game, thought we started off pretty well, ended up only having 3 plays in the second quarter, had some things that we can really learn from in terms of early down efficiency. You get behind the sticks against a great defense like that, but we're never going to apologize for finding ways to be able to win. This is a resilient group. Love what I saw from our defense. I thought special teams made their plays and did an excellent job, with the 5 times that we did have to punt, and there's going to be some learning opportunities that we can have, but I'm grateful to be a part of this team. I love the way that they just stay connected. They stay together. They're never out of the fight. And, defense and special teams did an excellent job and made enough plays offensively. I thought Kyron ran really well. Started off the game, then we kind of got into a lull, had some guys kind of get banged up, but it's a great defense. They did a great job, and we'll learn from it and take it from there.
49ers keep pace, by the way, with the Rams. Brock Purdy came back yesterday. Christian McCaffrey scored 3 times. 41-22 win over the Arizona Cardinals. In the game, Jacoby Brissett broke the all-time completion record with 47 completions in this game in the loss. The Bears beat the Vikings in Minnesota 19-17 on a game-winning 48-yard field goal. And the Packers survive in the Meadowlands. They hold on to beat Jameis Winston and the Giants. Final score 27-20. Meanwhile, the biggest surprise in terms of points yesterday, probably the way of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They explode for 35 points against the Chargers. 35-6 the final. Jacksonville picks up the win as an underdog. Texans survive the Titans. They come back to win 16-13 on a field goal. And speaking of which, how about Bryce Young and his Carolina Panthers? They now, as I mentioned, beat the Falcons twice this season. 448 yards, a career high for Bryce Young. Panthers beat the Falcons by 3. Dolphins in Madrid, first game ever played there. A little bit of a snoozer. They pick up the win in overtime at 16-13. All right, in news in the National Basketball Association, guess what? Guess who's back? LeBron James, the future Hall of Famer, is going to practice, maybe play with the Lakers in the next 7 to 10 days. We'll see if that happens soon. A signing in the offseason in Major League Baseball. What do you know? 5-year contract given to Josh Naylor. He's back with the Seattle Mariners. And also it's possible that James Franklin could be the next head coach at Virginia Tech. They're talking, and word is by the end of the week, maybe he has a new contract with the Hokies.